Welcome to the next tutorial, and in this tutorial we're going to be continuing with the concept of moments. And we're going to use moments, and moments equals a force times a distance or a perpendicular distance to determine what are the reaction forces acting in a very simple beam bridge. So if I had a very simple beam bridge here, and I have on one side, this is what we call a support, and on the other side we also have a support. Now if you've seen these triangles before, it's because you have their fulcrums and their points of rotation, and we are going to be dealing with them as they are points of rotation. And you're thinking, how does that work? How does a bridge rotate? Isn't it static? Yes, it is static, but we can use the concept to find out what our forces are, and I'm going to explain that as we go along a little bit more. So let's say on our bridge we have some forces acting. So on our beam bridge I've got one force and it's acting 250 newtons, and I've got another force over here and it's acting at 750 newtons, and I also have some distances. So from this fulcrum to that force, this is going to be 2 meters. Now I've got another distance from force to force, and that's going to be 3 meters, and I've got another force acting to this other support or other fulcrum of 4 meters. And obviously that's not a it's not an accurate drawing by any stretch of the imagination, but we're going to think of it in that way. Okay, we've also need to draw in our reaction forces. So I'm going to draw these in red. Now I'm going to have a force acting in the opposite direction to these forces acting down, and I'm going to call that RL, which is reaction left. I'm going to also do the same on this side. I'm going to say RR, which is reaction right, acting in the opposite direction. And I want to find out what these reaction forces are. Now, it's Newton's third law: for every reaction there's an equal and opposite reaction. So as these push down, these forces are pushing back if it is static. Static means that it is not moving. It's not moving at all. That means all the forces equal each other. So if I say all the forces equal each other, I can say sum of all forces equals 0. I can also say sum of all the moments equals 0. That means that everything acting in that direction equals everything acting in that direction. That means everything acting in that direction equals everything acting in that direction. It also means anything acting in this direction also equals anything acting in this direction. So these forces added together will equal 0, these forces added together will equal 0, and these moments acting together will equal 0. And that's very, very important as we move forward. Okay, so let's start the process. I'm going to take moments. I'm going to take moments around RL, and I'm going to say anything acting in that direction is going to be a positive moment. So I just draw that on there, and I'm going to start by writing this to start. Sum of all the moments around RL equals 0. That's the first step. Then I can actually put in my moments. I'm going to put this in as well because it's a handy reminder. Just to say anything acting in that direction is positive, anything acting in the opposite direction is negative. So think of this as a beam and everything's rotating around that point. Okay, let's write in the first force. We'll work from left to right with our forces. So RL, what's the distance? Because moments equals force times distance. Well, the distance is 0. Why? Because the force is acting right on the point of rotation. So that's going to equal, that's going to equal 0. So RL times 0 is 0 plus the next moment. Next moment is 250 and it's working in this direction, so it's positive. 250 times the distance, which is 2. Okay, next moment. Got 750. What's the distance from the fulcrum? Well, it's going to be 3 plus 5. 3 plus 2, which equals 5. Is it going to be positive or negative? Well, it's working in that direction, so it's going to be positive. Next one, we've got RL. Now what's RL? Is that positive or negative? Well, we can see RL's working in the opposite direction from this rotation, so that's going to be a negative. That's a negative moment, and the distance is 4 plus 3, which is 7, plus 2 is 9. So we have that working like so. Alright, we can work these out now, I'm just going to say the first bracket equals 0, because anything times 0 is 0. The next one is 500. And the one after that is going to be a bit of a bigger number, so it's clear. 750 times 5 equals 3,750. 3,750, and the last one is going to be negative, because a negative and a positive equals a negative. When you times them by one another, it's going to equal 9RR. Alright, so I can add my forces together, and I can move negative 9RR onto the other side. I can do that by adding it to this side, and then also adding it to this side. Okay, so that gets rid of it on this side, and I can add these together. So that's going to equal 4,250. 9RR, divide both sides by 9, and so now I've got, clear, 4250 divided by 9 equals, so that's going to equal 472.22. We'll just round it off, newtons. So the reaction force here in RR is going to equal 472.22 newtons worth of force. I'm going to end this tutorial here, and we're going to go into the next tutorial to work out what RL is.